Without a shadow of a doubt, the most eligible bachelorette in the Seven Kingdoms is Sansa Stark. And in this video, I will go through all of her suitors and tell you who I think she will marry in Season 8. Before we jump this one off, if you could, please smack a like on this video and hit that subscribe button and that bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Now, between Sansa Stark and Marjorie Tyrell, we're talking about Zsa Zsa Gabor and Elizabeth Taylor of Westeros when it comes to marriage. I mean, these chicks are all about marriage. And now that Sansa is alone and Marjorie is gone, we have to believe that in the end, Sansa will be remarried. But who will she be remarried to? First, we have to look at Tyrion Lannister. I mean, they were already married once, and Tyrion did save Sansa from some abuse when he did marry her, and he did kind of act like a gentleman. But we did hear Tyrion tell Jon Snow this season that their marriage was never consummated, so they really aren't married. So could they get married again? Is it possible? Yes, it's possible, but I don't think it's likely. I don't think they will retread that relationship. I think that relationship has run its course and we will not see that again. So that goes to our next person who she could marry, and that is Robin Arryn. Now, there is some foreshadowing for this in the show, and I think that it's a really good possibility, especially in the books, that Sansa does marry Robin Arryn, because I think that's the only way she can get control of the Vale, and I do believe in the end Sansa will be in control of the Vale. But for show purposes, will she marry Robin Arryn? Well, he kind of says it in the show that they're going to get married.
When we get married, you can tell me if you don't like somebody, and then we can bring them back here and whoosh, right through the moon door.
I like the sound of that.
As I said before, I truly believe that Sansa will control the Vale when it's all said and done. And I think that she needs to marry Sweet Robin to do it. Now, I think they could go the route that we haven't seen any other blood relatives of Sweet Robin other than Sansa, so they might just give her the Vale or control the Vale for that reason. And for that reason, I believe that she will not marry Sweet Robin in the show whatsoever. Next, let's go to another family member, and that is Jon Snow. Now, the more people that say this can't happen, it makes me think it really can happen. Now, we know that they're cousins, but Sweet Robin and Sansa were cousins too, so that does not matter. Sansa always wanted to marry a prince. Jon Snow is the true prince, so that fits right there. We also know that Jon Snow has a thing for redheads. I mean, that is a fact, right? So we can't count that out, but from what we're seeing on the show, we're seeing that Jon Snow seems like he's falling in love with Daenerys. Now, that doesn't mean this can't happen, because I think Daenerys is going to die before it's all said and done. So when it's all said and done, could Jon Snow sit the Iron Throne and marry Sansa and make both of their dreams come true, especially Sansa's? I do believe that it could happen in the books, but definitely not in the show. I just don't think they're going to go that route with Jon Snow and Sansa in this show. Now, that brings us to the next person up, and that is the Hound. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the Hound, because to me, I don't see any way Sansa marrying the Hound. I know it's a Beauty and the Beast situation, but we could also see Tyrion as a situation like that too. And yes, there are a lot of things like the line Sansa having puppies on her lap and the unkissed that do point that there could be a potential relationship between Sansa and the Hound, and that is why he's on the list. But I don't see it being possible. I don't see them going that way. I cannot see Sandor Clegane as Lord of Winterfell and the Vale. I don't see them doing that no matter what. Next up is a guy that's never talked about, but he should be talked about and he should be in the running, and that is Sir Kingslayer Jamie Lannister. Yes, we know that she has already been kind of a Lannister, but Jamie Lannister could be the guy she's looking for. He has the look, he has the title, maybe Jamie Lannister is the guy for Sansa for her to marry. I really can't even make a case for them not getting married, in all honesty, because we've seen that Tywin tried to do that with Tyrion. Maybe in the end it wasn't supposed to go down like that, but it could be Jaime that marries Sansa. Is that a possibility? It sure is a possibility. Do I think it's going to happen? I think because of circumstance, I think it won't happen because, as I said in previous videos, Jaime Lannister will take the black. So the final suitor for Sansa Stark, and the one that I truly believe that she will definitely marry, is, before I say it, let me just show you exactly why I believe this, and why I believe that this has been foreshadowed since season 1.
If your sister had lived, would have been bound by blood. Well, it's not too late. I have a son, you have a daughter. We'll join our houses.
I'll show you this next clip and then I'll explain them both together.
You will marry a High Lord and rule this castle. And your sons shall be knights and princes and lords.
No. That's not me.
We hear Robert Baratheon talking to Ned and say, listen, we'd already be family if your sister was alive, but I have a son, you have a daughter. And then we see Ned Stark talk to Arya about being somebody's wife and about marrying a High Lord. But Arya says, that's not me, but that is Sansa. And the book Ned Stark is holding at this time is the Baratheon book. And I think Robert Baratheon had it right. He does have a son, but his son wasn't Joffrey. His son is Gendry, and that will be Sansa's husband. So what do you think? Was Robert Baratheon right? Will the Baratheons and Starks finally be united between Gendry and Sansa? That's my take. I'm sure I'm not the only one who came up with that. But if not, and you have a different take, please put it in the comment section. Who do you think Sansa will marry, if anyone? And if you like the way I do this, please thumbs up this, please spread this across the realm, and please subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace, and stay sexy.